You have been in countless interviews, but haven't landed the dream job you've been working so hard for. You've been walking out of an interview feeling great, but eventually finding out that the company decided to go ahead with another candidate. I think this has happened at least once, nearly to everyone. It's even more frustrating if you don't get any further feedback from the company, or if the feedback that you get is vague. It's hard to put your finger on something concrete in order to work on it and in order to improve it. I'm Marat from Emotion, myemotion.com recruitment agency. Look me up on LinkedIn. Please hit the subscribe button below and the notification bell so you won't miss out on my latest content. Also, thumb up the video if you feel it was useful. There might be many reasons for being rejected by companies at the final stages of the recruitment process. And sometimes these reasons have nothing to do with you or with how your job interview went. Let's walk through some of the most frequent reasons you might get rejected for and try to understand these together. According to my 12 years of recruitment experience, number one reason is usually not being the right cultural fit for the organization. Now let's break this through. Of course, all the hiring managers seek out candidates with the right skill and experience accordingly to the job description for the role. But the soft skills are being evaluated during interviews, and they are even more important than an impressive resume. So what does cultural fit mean? You know, the company culture is the way how things work within the company. The leadership style, the type of people that become successful in there. Different industries and organizations give importance to different competencies and even to different character traits. This cultural fit rejection reason might also be given to you by companies when during the interview you focused too much on the technical side of the role and didn't reveal or show your personality, your values, your passion for the role or for the company. So the next time, don't be too worried about opening up a little bit, showing your personality and letting them see why it is good to work with you. All of it in a professional way, of course. Reason number two, someone else was a better fit. This is completely normal and it happens quite often. Someone else had a stronger experience or skill set. The person which is hired over you might actually work for the direct competitor in the same role, while in your case it would take some time and adjustment to the industry or the position. Sometimes companies prefer not to risk it. Usually these further details are not being disclosed with candidates. Even if you've been given this reason, still keep it positive, since this interview process might have been a good learning experience for you anyway. Reason number three, the company filled the position internally. Companies often post positions publicly, even though they intend on hiring internally. Aside from this being certain political obligation, this way organizations can also compare internal candidates with people coming from different companies. But internal candidates have a huge advantage over others. They are already familiar with the company culture. There is no extra time spent on onboarding and on getting adjusted to the place. They generally have a lot less turnover in the company also. So the hiring internally is easier for companies, and research shows that the internal hiring also costs at least 20% less than hiring external candidates. Reason number four, the company suffered budget cuts. Budget cuts always have an impact on hiring. No matter how powerful the structure might look from the outside, when the finances become difficult, the company always freezes the hiring, or at least stops it temporarily. This allows companies to save money and potentially restructure the existing positions and duties, so no additional hires are being made. Companies hardly ever